Hey guys, this is Gary Lee Stanley. Hey, today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, which is sales. This is kind of a serious subject because I've really seen a lot of great salespeople fail because of this. Now, our subject for today is selling and partying too much. What did he say? I said selling and partying too much. Yeah, I got them shades on, okay? And listen, when you're out there selling, I've seen it in my own career. Drugs and alcohol destroy a career. Now, you might be one of these kind of people that can do these kind of things, and when you're young, you can do partying and drinking and doing some marijuana or drugs or whatever. That's your business, but I ain't the one to preach to you, because my simple job as Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, is to tell you the things that nobody wants to talk about. We always talk about the good things, but we don't talk about the real things, and that's what my simple job is today. You know, one of the topic for today is selling and partying too much. Okay, you know, it's okay to party. You know, I know people that they can have a cocktail or two, they're good, but then there's some that go, and they don't stop until the end. You know, we get some sales, we get a pocket full of money, we start doing real good. We think we the cats, meow, but we ain't. In reality, we're just like everybody else. And there's one thing that I've learned in sales that I've seen happen to a lot of great salespeople is they become addicted to alcohol or drugs. That sucks. I have seen people who got addicted to drugs that were just excellent salespeople, but after they got hooked on what they were hooked on, it was like we lost them. It was like they couldn't even think straight. They were stealing from customers. They were taking advantage of customers, pocketing money. You know, it's been a little while ago that I've seen this happen to some of the people I knew, but I'll tell you what, it changes your whole mindset. I've seen people that were great salespeople. They were getting high all the time, and all they could think about was getting high. Now, I ain't saying that's you, and I ain't jumping on you, and I ain't saying you can't do something that you want to do. People smoke pot now in America, but I've seen it, you know, in people's lives where it takes them off task. It makes them more interested in doing things besides working. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it'll make them kind of lazy. Sometimes it'll make them just feel, you know, like they don't have to get out there and hit it as much. I mean, sincerely. And I ain't being prude. You know, I'm a party guy. I've done it before. You know, I don't party anymore, but I'll tell you what, when you're in selling, you got to have your edge. You got to be the person that's kicking butt and taking names. But when you're out there getting high and doing drugs and drinking and stuff too much, it takes your game off. It makes you not as productive. And I don't know about you, but I work on commission. I like to make me some money, honey. And I ain't trying to preach to you. What I'm trying to do is teach to you. Because, see, a lot of times, like I said, nobody talks about this. And my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. And doing drugs to excess can really destroy a great selling career. If you're new in sales, you may get around those people who've been in sales for a while that are from the old school. They get high, they drink, they carouse, they go out and do things. Did you know what? If your mama knew what you were doing, you wouldn't do it. So, you know, you got to think twice. Do I want to be a successful salesperson? Do I want to be number one? Because it's real hard to be number one when you sound like number two and you're acting like it too. Because crap, it floats. You know, I'm just being funny, but sincerely, there are programs that can help you. They're called Narcotics Anonymous, NA. And if you're dealing with the person who's a drug addict or an alcoholic, they've got services and counseling that can help you too. And Nar-Anon is a really great program. And you probably wonder, why is he talking about this? Because I keep seeing a lot of great salespeople start doing drugs. And, you know, they just do it for a little while, but then I've seen them get hooked on it. And I ain't going to say I ain't never done that. I'm telling you guys, this stuff can grab you by the boo-boo. And I mean, it will grab you hard, and it can destroy your selling career. Now, if you're wanting to make a lot of money, how are you going to be able to produce and be at your best? You know, Zig Ziglar said it best. Would you give a thoroughbred horse cigarettes, or would you give them alcohol? Would you give a thoroughbred garbage, junk food? No, you wouldn't. So our bodies are worth millions and millions of dollars. So if we abuse our bodies and we do drugs and alcohol, especially to excess, and remember guys, nobody starts out wanting to be an addict the first time. It takes time, and then sometimes you can get a hold of some drugs that'll get you just like that, and you got to have more and more and more, and it sucks. And I ain't gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you this: it will destroy your health. It'll destroy your teeth. If you're out there smoking them cigarettes, get off of them. I ain't judging you, because I know people that do, but you got to take care of your hygiene, because people, I'm telling you, they are watching us. It's a numbers game, and you don't want to be that person that's a salesperson and you smelling like marijuana when you're over there trying to sell something. I ain't saying don't do it. I'm just saying you got to be careful. You got to smell good. You got to look good. You got to do what you got to do to be successful. And great salespeople, you know, they're thinking outside the box. They're trying to be the kind of people that want to be successful for you. So you have to positive in, positive out, do those things that'll help you. And our subject for today, you know, my name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy, is talking about selling and partying too much. It's common sense, guys. It really, really is. Like I said, I've known some people that were brilliant salespeople. They were better than me. But see, they got hooked on these drugs and this alcohol, and it just destroyed their whole career. And it destroyed their families. And I don't know about you, I didn't go into sales to be poor, and I wasn't going to be going into sales to give the dope man all the money. Dope man wants your money. He's selling. He's wanting you to get hooked. I ain't trying to get in your business. I am not that guy. I'm the kind of guy that likes to bring things out in the open and selling. Because salespeople, we like to party. We do. Because once we get that little pocket full of money, honey, we're going to go where we need to go to have fun. And if you're a young person, you know, you want to experience life. You want to do a lot of things. But think first, because there are consequences for everything we do. If you get a record, if you get a felony, if you get a high misdemeanor, you may not be able to work in the financial industry. That will suck. You can't be a loan officer. You can't work in banks. You can't do a lot of jobs that until they do a background check. And if they're doing a background check and they see you got these drug things in your background, you might get lucky and get the job, but they're going to be watching you. And I mean, they're going to be watching you real good. And remember, if you're a new salesperson or an old salesperson and you're around people that are out doing drugs and stuff and alcohol, and they're saying, it's okay, you can do that. No, don't do it. It ain't okay. Because to thine own self be true. Would you want your children to be doing drugs and alcohol and destroying their brains? I didn't think so. But see, like I said, young people, they like to experiment. I ain't saying when I was younger, I didn't experiment. But one of the things that I found out in my own personal, so when I went out and got drunk and partied all night long, I had to get up and go to work. I didn't want to get out of that bed. I didn't want to, but I had to. And I felt like crap. And I mean with an S-H and I and a T. It was nasty. But I dealt with it. But, you know, I was really good at selling, and I was a door-to-door seller when I was younger, partying all the time. But see, here's the thing. How much better could I have done? How much better could you do if you stopped doing drugs, if you stopped drinking so much, if you stopped drinking or stopped partying, and get your act together? Go to the gym, baby. Get you some guns on. Get some of that new endorphins, that kicking in stuff, that stuff that'll make you awesome. And listen, we are worth millions and millions of dollars as salespeople. We can be awesome. And I'm going to tell you what, if your boss man hears that you out there drinking and doing drugs, they might give you that P test. And if you fail that P test, oh no, you lost a good opportunity to make a lot of money. Because see, right now in America, we're about ready to legalize marijuana, which is okay. People can do what they like to do on their own time. But I've seen people who started a little bit, and it was a gateway drug. They say it ain't a gateway drug. It is for some people. And what happens is you get used to doing the drugs, and then you have to have more and more and more. But remember, guys, there are programs out there, NAAA, and these are places, if you get yourself hooked on something, get you some help. You can't do it on your own, because once you're addicted to something, it's really, really hard to get off. You know, I joke a lot about a lot of different things, but I'm telling you, selling and partying too much could be detrimental not only to your health, but to your career and also to your family. We need you. We want you to be awesome. So do me a favor. My name is Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. We just had a very simple conversation about selling and why you don't want to be partying all the time, baby, because it ain't good for you. Now, if you differ in my opinion, that's okay. But if something happens, you become addicted, remember this video. Mr. Gary Lee Stanley shared with you that addiction, it kills. I've seen some really great salespeople, people in my life that got addicted to alcohol and drugs, and they died young, real young. And I want to live until the last day. I want my God to take me home when it's my time. I don't want to overdose or have any drugs that kills me or if I hurt somebody else. And you may not think you're hurting other people when you're out there doing this stuff. Oh, yeah. You're hurting somebody. You're probably going to hurt yourself because what happens a lot of times when we do drugs and we do stuff that's not good for us is we don't see the repercussions with our children, with our friends, our families. And it hurts when your family says, he was a really nice guy, but those drugs and alcohol, they killed him. That's serious, guys. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I just had a good conversation, and I'm not laughing at the subject, but I laugh at a lot of things because life is really, really good. And if we grab it by the boo-boo, we're going to get to the next level. That's what I'm talking about. So do me a favor, go out there and sell something, but if you ain't asking for the order, you ain't selling, okay? And remember, selling and partying too much, it won't work. If you want to try, go right ahead. And when you wake up with a hangover, or if you ain't feeling good because you can't go to the work because you're sick, they go fire your ass. You don't want to get fired. Do a great job. Get some help with NA, AA, and other services and people that can help you if you do catch a disease. If you do decide, hey, man, I got an addiction. I need help. Okay. So this is Gary Lee Stanley. We just had a great conversation. So do me a favor. Go out there and sell something. And remember, partying too much can become a habit. And you know what, that one? Okay, so go out there and sell something. And remember, if you're doing real good, it's probably because you don't party like it's 1999. What did he say? That's a long time ago. That's in the past. That's what we used to say when I was young. So go out there and sell something. And remember, partying, think about it. You don't want to get hooked. So go out there and sell something. Partying too much, selling. Okay, I want to make money, so I don't want to spend all my money on drugs or alcohol. How about you? Go out there and sell something. Bye. All right.